I believe it was February where I was going to focus on my kitchen and getting everything organized. I think that's what, or was it January? Oh wow, I can't remember now. Well, I know that I was doing the decluttering series in January. So maybe I was thinking in February I would be focusing on my kitchen and the drawer organization. So we have finally finished this project because we finally got out to IKEA. I had shared with all of you that my drawers in here were really bothering me. Mainly the utensil drawers. The ones that have all of the big things, you know, that don't have matches or anything. And then of course, my normal utensil drawer. So, in the past I did have things in there from IKEA, like the dividers, but I don't know if, I mean, I would have to go back and look at old videos. I can't remember if I had the right size ones, excuse me, the right size ones for this big drawer back here. But I also went ahead and purchased items in colors that I thought were beautiful that, I don't know, would just make me more excited to put things away, just to see everything. And sometimes that's what it takes. I'm just gonna say it, sometimes that's what it takes. I know that we see a lot of like color coordinated, beautiful, you know, kitchens and whatnot, and I don't always think that that is feasible for everyone. It really does depend on your budget and just basically what's important to you. Colors are pretty important to me, and I realized, like, when I was trying to organize my kitchen drawers, that they just weren't making me very happy. And then when I would take trips to Target, well, I've recently seen that Target had a lot of pretty colors that I was being drawn to in the kitchen section. When I would go to Target, whenever I would look at the kitchen section in TJ Maxx or at Home Goods, it just made me start to think about, you know, what kind of things, if I was going to replace something, what would I get? Would I go with certain colors? You know, what would I do? So I've thought about it for a long time. And then I was like, I don't know, should I go with like all stainless steel and not worry about colors? I was also kind of concerned about some of these utensils that are softer. I was just thinking that maybe they would stain easily. But anyway, I ended up getting organizers for these drawers, and then of course I also wanted to get beautiful items to replace the ones that I really didn't care for. So I did that, and I am going to share what it looks like now. I don't really have a before. If you want a before, you could probably go and see like the kitchen organization, the drawers. I'm not going to pull clips and show a before of that, but I will show you how I organize things, what new items I just recently purchased, and pretty much all of these I got from TJ Maxx. There was one that I got from Target because, you know, I was looking for a brush. But anyway, let me show you what little things I changed in here and just how it's really making putting dishes away and searching for or looking for the things that I need in the kitchen so much easier. Let's start with the utensil drawer here. So I really loved going to IKEA because they had the drawers up on the wall, and you could see just the different ideas that they would give you about how, like, what would fit in the drawers. And I remembered, I didn't even measure them, but when I was there I could tell, oh yeah, that's my utensil drawer, that's the bigger utensil drawer. So I figured out what would fit based off of that, and it just feels good because last time that I tried to find things at like Target and stuff, none of the stuff that I got fit. So it's nice to just go where you know whatever you get for the drawer. It will fit. It's cut specifically for these IKEA drawers, so stick with IKEA if you have an IKEA kitchen. So anyway, the great thing about this is that you can, it's adjustable. So that was such a neat feature of this. So I have 2 extras in here, but I put them at the very back right there so that I don't lose them. And then I just divided everything accordingly. I got some new kitchen scissors. I decided to go with like a sage green or a very light green or a very light seafoam green, like with some blues in it. So this we already had. I'm keeping this. Yes, believe it or not, I am going to be on the lookout for a very light green lemon squeezer or lime squeezer. I don't like the bright green ones that I've seen for limes, but I will be on the hunt for that and then end up giving this to my sister maybe. So anyway, we already had this and my daughter just broke it. I'm gonna see if if my husband can fix it. I think the spring fell out of there, so this will come off. But anyway, not to worry. We do have this can opener, but I like having this one because it also, you can use it to pop caps off. So the scissors came with a cover, but when I take the scissors out of here, I don't want to have to mess with that, so I just leave that back there. Leave it open. And now the next drawer has all of this. This is all pretty much new except for the sharps over here. I did get this organizer right here, and all of these, I just purchased all of these right here, and some new spice jars. These are the spices that we use all the time. So I'm not replacing like the pre-mixed spices, but the individual spices that we do use all the time, I decided just to put in these jars. And one of the great things about this is that when it turns, it has different, see that? Different pour abilities or sprinkle abilities. And the other spice jars that we had were just open whenever you opened the lid, and that's what we didn't like about it. So these ones, I could get on board with these ones. So I still need to label this, but I mean, we know what it is. You know, we have garlic powder, garlic salt, cayenne pepper, black pepper, and then some cinnamon sugar, and then just regular cinnamon. So, I mean, I might end up labeling it, but if not, like I said, we just know. But this that would hold it, I got that from IKEA too. And then it has this addition right back here that you can put something else back there if you want, but it just keeps it from shifting around, which is really nice. So within this divider, this is like all the stuff my husband uses out on the grill or for chopping meat. And then we have our knives, of course. These were all those, you know, different shaped knives. They would usually go in a cutting block, but, and then also the steak knives are down there. So anyway, all of the sharps right there. I ended up getting some new measuring spoons because the other ones, I don't know, I just really like round ones. So I ended up going with those. Of course, it didn't hurt that they had that green handle on them. And I ended up taking this out of here, like one of those out of here. And of course, the extra is back there. But just so that it would fit easily without, you know, me having to, I mean, it would fit within there, but I just like having it, having more space in here, so it's not difficult to put it away or take it out. Then I have all of these are all new except for this one right here, and I love that one. And I had a bigger one, but we never really used it, and so I'm giving that one to my sister too. And so this came in a pack, and again, all of this came from TJ Maxx except for this. This came from Target because we had a black one. Of course, I just wanted some lighter colors in here, so I saw that and thought that would be great. We had something similar to this, a peeler that was black as well, and I'm going to be giving that to my sister as well. So anyway, this all of these came as a pack, and this could also be used as a spatula, so you know, just the way that it scrapes a bowl. So anyway, I've already used all of these actually. So I just thought that these were great. I even got rid of just the plain wood spoons. My mom said that they could use it over, you know, at my sister's house. So all of the kitchen stuff I ended up just giving to her. But we love to use tongs. I even got rid of my wood tongs from the Pampered Chef. I just think that these are going to work out so much better. And then of course we have these, which again, my husband loves to use those out on the grill. So we're not getting rid of those. So anyway, this is my newly organized utensil drawer. I again feel so much better about putting things away, and it's beautiful. You know, it just makes me happy to look in here. And everything has a place, and that makes me happy. Something else that I found at TJ Maxx while I was there were these little dishes, and they were so pretty to me. And I also got a set in blue. So it came as a set of 2, and you could get it came with a solid, and then with one that, you know, it's also solid, but it has the rim around it. So here's the blue and white one, and then a green and white, and this over here, this green one. So believe it or not, these are cat dishes. I found it in the animal section, and they were just too cute to pass up, and very useful. I feel like, you know, when we have taco nights and we can have olives, or they just make great little serving dishes. But they're pretty, and they're also great for holding a spoon or, you know, something similar. Like I always want something to set that on without it being like a spoon rest. So anyway, I've just found that to be very, very useful as well. And again, very pretty. Goes with my kitchen, my whole theme here. And, oh, one other thing, I also got some new measuring cups, and those match the measuring spoons. So, all in all, just a little bit of a makeover of some of the items that I have. And sometimes it's just those little extras that make things extra special. While we're on the topic of little extras, I wanted to take you around to just share a couple of little extras with you, such as the fact that my rose garden is blooming. That means that I have some extra roses that I get to cut and enjoy, and these ones smell so good. These are just, we cannot believe how big the blooms are, especially from these roses right here. These are pink ladies, but these ones smell so good. And today, as I'm trying to sit down and concentrate on getting some work done, I have all of these little things, all of these little extra things calling my name as well. So my mom has been working in the yard just to gather up a lot of the little things, the little extra things that at one point she put out, you know, all of the little yard tchotchkes, I guess you would call them. So she's trying to just declutter, you know, the backyard of all of those items. She was also gathering all of the pots together that we had plants in at one point, but there aren't any now, and we want to clean things up a bit. And so I'm really glad that she has started doing that, because, you know, it's motivating. It's motivating to see just when things look kind of shabby, just a little spruce up. A spruce up goes a long way. So it got me in the mood to thinking about, you know, doing this and doing that. And one of the things that I was thinking about was changing out the rose, like the round rose garden that I have out back. We had some furniture out there. I never really sit out there, but if we are going to be eating outside, that might be a really nice place to sit down to eat, especially in the evening, because as the sun sets, we would be able to eat outside sooner. You know what I mean? So anyway, just where it's placed. So I started to move the furniture out there. By the end of today, I'm sure that I will have it done, but it takes a, you know, just a little here and a little there. And then I took one of the little bench seat that I had out there, the white one, and I brought it out front. I'm really trying to do little things out front that just will just improve the space a little bit. I even had a room divider out back up against, I mean, it was just kind of laying down for the longest time. I didn't have any place for it. I wasn't using it for anything. It was just resting out there. So anyway, last night I brought that out front, and I just had this vision of putting it between some of the climbing roses that I have. And so I put it between a pair out there. So I have some yellow climbing roses and then the purple climbing roses. So I put it between there, and I just love the way that this came out and the way that it looks now. So just moving little things here and there to just improve the space, to spruce it up. And so I was thinking on my deck, I recently put the rugs out there that my friend Jessica gave me, but I feel like the way that I actually use the space, which is funny because we did use that table out there today for lunch, but we could have done that out in the rose garden too. So it doesn't have to be on the deck, and it just makes the deck feel a little crowded. So I was thinking one of those lounge chairs would look really nice up here, just a lone lounge chair, not two, just one, because I usually just like to come out there at different points during the morning or the afternoon. It's a great place to be able to read. I actually want to add like some curtains up there, you know, just to offer a little bit of protection from the sun at different points of the day. We will have to see what I am going to do, but it all starts with a vision of it. So that's my vision this summer. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to be able to enjoy my deck further, because it's just so hot here, or it gets so hot here, and the sun is brutal. And if I had a little bit more shade at different times, I know that I would use the space more. So that's kind of what I have in the back of my mind right now. So I want to bring one of the lounge chairs up here and just have a beautiful spot to just be able to lay out and relax and enjoy the sun, and, you know, just enjoy the space a little bit more. So I'm going to do that and have I don't know if I'm going to leave the rug the way that it is, or I might rearrange it a little bit. And then I envision like a little side table out there to be able to put my tea or my water or whatever I will have. And yeah, so just little extras. Oh, and one little extra thing that I want to share with you is that things don't always go the way that we want them to. And so just dealing with that, right? Dealing with those little extra moments. I'm trying to work it into the extras here. No, I don't even know what I'm saying here. I have felt extra stressed recently because of the state of my bedroom. I'm just gonna put that out there. And I did ask my husband if it was okay with him if I shared the way that he has things right now. He said he doesn't care. So I'm just going to show you, okay? And many of you will understand the stress that it brings to not have everything in its place. But sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. A lot of times they do. And right now, this is the way that he is trying to clean out his stuff and organize, and so he needs to be able to have the time and the space and all of that to do that, especially after this past weekend, because he worked some overtime, and so he may have thought that when he started that project that he would, you know, be able to knock it out, but things came up, so that didn't happen. So it has gone from, it is now Tuesday, Towel Tuesday, bathroom day. And I did my bathrooms and I cleaned my towels, but I do have a load waiting for me to fold, which we will do. But anyway, he started Friday and it is now Tuesday and it's not done yet. And so yesterday I just thought, what can I do in this space? You know, because I still want to be able to walk back in that space, to feel good about it. So all I did was just what I could do. I made the bed still. I, you know, cleaned up my stuff, just tidied as much as I could and just put all his stuff over to his side. Anything that was out, and just, like, he had no rhyme or reason yet. He just was taking all of his stuff out of the different places that he puts his stuff. I don't want to say organizes his stuff because none of it was organized. He needs to organize it. So anyway, he really does utilize the water closet that we have. The thing that has the toilet, it also has the water heater in there, but we have a little closet door separating the water heater from the toilet. So anyway, that whole closet is his, and I think he's still kind of deciding what things are really important for him to keep and what's not. And then also, I think it would really help him just to figure out what things do you really need to have inside. The other things, if he needs to store it, like put it out in the sheds that he has, or he has a lot of tools in here. I don't know why all these tools are in here. Well, he was making a repair. I guess when he took all that stuff out of the water closet, he saw that there was some water damage, some leaking going on. And I think that this is a big reason why it's important to have a place for all of your things, not to shove things in closets, especially where there's a water heater. Like, having space and the right amount of things for the space that you have, so that you know where all your stuff is and you're not shoving stuff in there and then there's a big problem when there's a leak or something. So anyway, that's my mentality though. So yeah, he's working on that, and I'm again just doing what I can do. So that's what I focused on today, just doing what I could do. I can make the bed, I can straighten up my things, and I know he will get to it. He needs some time still, but it can be stressful. And he knows that it stresses me out too. So I know that as soon as he can, he will get to that. And then, you know, the room will be a nice, peaceful place for both of us again. So anyway, that is really what I had to share with you today, because you know, we just have these little extra things going on. Today I'm in the process of writing my pen pals right now. So that's usually something that I do at the beginning of the month. I already had the stationery printed up and everything, so that shouldn't be difficult, or I should say it shouldn't take as much time. And I pictured the new stationery, posted that in my shop on Patreon, which my stationery, the printables, they are available to anyone. Meaning you can go to Patreon and purchase, and you don't have to be a patron to be able to view it and to be able to purchase it. So, and then those that are pen pals and those that are painting pals, they of course are able to download that at no extra charge. So I was able to upload that yesterday for them, and then, or for everyone, and then I am working on getting the letters written out today, and that way I just want to be able to mail them off tomorrow. But of course, when you are sitting down to do some work, then you know, all of these little extra things we start thinking about, right? So that's where I am today. But I like to do different things here and there. Like, it's such a sedentary job to focus on letter writing. So I do like to break things up. I do a certain amount, and then I just tell myself, okay, I'm going to write out, you know, 6 scriptures on the back of these petite paintings, and then I'm going to go and switch the laundry, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So just working different things into the day keeps me getting up, doing something else, but then coming back to that and being able to focus fully. And a little extra thing that I have been eliminating from my days is constantly checking my phone. That has been something that I've struggled with. I think I've shared on here how much of a struggle, like, the distraction of a phone is. But I have been really paying attention to this and just how much it has distracted me. And so I have it, I'm keeping it in my kitchen now. And I've completely taken it out of the bedroom. Like, I will not bring my phone in my bedroom anymore, and especially at night. But just throughout the day, I want it to be out here, and it's not in the place where I work. It's not going to be what I check, like, when I am doing work, even though a lot of the work that I would do could be on the phone, but I'm choosing to do it on my computer instead, and it's just like dedicated time for that. And so that's a little extra thing that I'm doing, and so far it's been working out really well. As soon as I've completed a certain amount of days, I hope to share all about it, but that might be in the future. So anyway, those are the little extras that I've enjoyed, and or not enjoyed, but, you know, just the little extras going on here. So please let me know in the comments below, what kind of little extra things are you enjoying or not enjoying? It doesn't matter. Or that you're working on, anything like that. I look forward to hearing all about it. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.